Hey guys, Sublord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mirage Comics Rat ho, 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 ho. King, brought to us by the fine folks over at NECA Toys, and today's sponsor, Tony's Nuts. Click a link in the description below and get yourself a bag of Tony's Nuts. That said, before I get too far ahead of myself with inside jokes and goofy shenanigans, that was a Ghost reference a couple minutes ago for those of you not into the hardest of rock, and B, is it just me, or is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the only thing NECA Toys seems to give a shit about right now? Because sure as hell ain't gargoyles, I can tell you that much. Frickin' dicks. But, yeah, I gotta say, this is a pretty cool looking figure. Kinda looks like a mummy. Not exactly Iron Maiden Power Slave mummy, but getting there. With blacked out eyes and the creepy looking teeth in his mouth there. But why don't we take a look-see at all this guy has to offer in terms of accessories? Shall we? Starting off with an extra pair of fists. And have the thumb tucked in. I guess that is comic accurate. He does do that in the comics. Let's have a pair of grip hands. These are kind of tight grip hands. We also have these wider grip hands. As well as these open hands. And an alternate head where the mouth is closed, or maybe just gritting his teeth like hee 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 hee. But I like the open mouth. It's got a lot of character. We also get a few rats. You get a running rat and a sitting rat. The sitting rat will look nice on his shoulder. And then we also get a dead rat. That's curled up with his tongue hanging out. That will look good on his beaten stick. Actually coil it around there and it will sit on the beaten stick. So there you go. Give him a dead rat stick. As morbid as that is. Yeah, you can really just do whatever you want with this. If I can have him hold it like this with the rat there, that'd be kind of funny. Is his arm bending away? I don't think it does. But at any rate, taking a closer look at the Rat King himself. I don't know if this guy is some kind of spooky ghost or some kind of creep that lives in the sewer that likes to harass Master Splinter. But he's cool looking. I dig him. He's got some crazy hair going on there. Again, kind of has a mummy motif going on. As far as articulation goes, though, you can look up and down quite a bit. You can tilt side to side, look side to side. That's cool. He's pretty buff for like just a creep that lives in the sewer. His shoulders will go out to the side about this far. He's got a bicep swivel there. Shoulders will move back down or rotate forward and back. Double jointed elbow. Kind of hindered, but it does work. He's got a bit of a shoulder pad or an elbow pad there. So that's kind of hindering things, but he does have double elbow. You can at least get past 90, I think, out of that. Swivel hinge wrists. You can bend back that far, you can bend forward. The diaphragm joint's a little loose for my liking, but not terrible. Actually, I just fixed it, never mind. Really good range out of that, though. You can tilt side to side. Of course, rotate like I just showed you. He's got a waist twist. Hips will kick out, back down, forward and back. He's got a thigh cut up in there. Double jointed knee. Gets you pretty good range when the frickin' bandages aren't falling all over the place. I don't know why this one's falling down. I have it pushed way up here. Should be staying up there. know what's up with that. And he does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Does he have peg holes? Yeah, he does. For a minute, I thought he had toe joints, but he does not. He does not. But that is the Rat King in a nutshell. That one bandage is really starting to tick me off. What the heck? Used to stay up there. Now it doesn't. He thinks they should have glued some of these. But I've seen people do that. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think it's fine. They're bandages. They're supposed to be all loose and whatever. Not for nothing. It gives you different display options. And they get out of the way of their articulation that way. So that's a plus, I guess. Standing the Rat King back up. So we can move right along. Take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Rat King alongside a couple more quote-unquote average-sized, for lack of a better term, characters from the NECA Toys TMNT Mirage Comics line. We have Savanti Romero, who would be more average-sized if I had him standing degenerate. I have him standing like this because he's easier to store that way. And then we also have the infamous Claw Shredder. I wonder how that got here. That said, as you can see, Rat King is about the same as good old Claw Shredder there, so I think that's probably accurate. I'm not the biggest Mirage Comics fan. It's not that I don't like it or anything, it's just I don't know enough about it, other than back in the day I think the turtles looked rather anorexic. So getting these two out of the way. Savanti Romero is an underrated figure. A lot of people just don't like him because of his frumpy-dumpy looking face, but supposedly that is accurate. Bringing in our two regulars here. We got the infamous Mythic Legion's brother Mandibilith, as well as the also, possibly more infamous, Eleven Spawn, who, as usual, well, he doesn't tower, but he's definitely a little taller than Rat King here. That said, I feel like good old Al Simmons would have ran into someone like Rat King in, is it Rat City? Spawn Alley? Whatever it's called there. Makes sense, right? He likes his rats. Rat King, not so much Spawn, I don't know about that. But with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while I may not be the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan in the world, I am very happy with good old Rat King here as he appeared in the Mirage comics, especially since, let's face it, Super 7's probably going to go out of business before they get to the 2003 version of this character, so good riddance, I guess, question mark. However, it looks like there are no signs of the fine folks over at NECA Toys stopping as far as TMNT goes. So if you're a Turtle fan, have fun, because I'm just going to sit in the corner and remember the Gargoyles line that was never completed. You dicks. So with that being said, till next time, I'll catch you guys later.